speaking about the national identity and culture of Hungary, sports too play an important role. Many great moments of singing the national anthem together with successful athletes have connected the nations throughout the last 1.5 centuries. Among all events, the Olympic Games are the most famous and prestigious competitions. Hungary first participated at the Olympics at the inaugural 1896 Games of Athens and has sent athletes to compete in most Summer Olympic Games and every Winter Olympic Games since then. The nation was not invited to the 1920 Games for its role in the First World War and was part of the Soviet-led boycott of the 1984 Summer Olympics in Los Angeles. Hungarian athletes have won a total of 511 medals at the Summer Games and 7 medals at the Winter Games, with fencing being the top medal-producing sport. Hungary's national Olympic organization is the MOB, the Hungarian Olympic Committee, which was founded in 1895. Many activities are considered as national sports in Hungary, such as kayaking and canoeing, fencing, especially saber fencing, modern pentathlon, swimming, water polo, handball and riding. Talented athletes of these sports contributed to the nation's great successes at the Olympic Games and other international competitions, and also defined and influenced national pride, culture and identity. Hungary hosted many global sport events in the past, among others the 2001 World All-Round Speed Skating Championships, the 2008 World Modern Pentathlon Championships, the 2013 World Fencing Championships, the 2013 World Wrestling Championships, the 2017 World Aquatics Championships, the 2017 World Judo Championships, and 4 matches in the UEFA Euro 2020 held in 2021, which were held in the new Puskás Ferenc Stadium in Budapest.
Welcome back to the Olympic Park swimming pool. We're coming up now to the gold medal swim in the women's 200-meter backstroke. 2 Americans are entered in this event, Beth Barr and Andrea Hayes, both from Pensacola, Florida. But they'll be hard-pressed to catch an East German named Cornelia Search, who's been the dominant swimmer in this event over the last 6 years.
No question about it. Although the United States does have the world record, Betsy Mitchell chose not to compete in this event at the U.S. trials, choosing instead to concentrate on the 100-meter sprint. So it relies on a couple of young and relatively untested international swimmers. Beth Barr is probably our top backstroker in the 200-meter distance, but there's an interesting young 14-year-old from Hungary, and we're going to be able to watch her as she competes for a possible gold medal as well.
Christina Egersegi, you gotta love her. Everybody's new favorite person at the Olympic Games. 14 years old, as shy as she can be, but what an athlete. About 5'2", 95 pounds. Backstroke final. Come out of the dive, do not use the extended underwater dive as so many of the men swimmers do now in the backstroke, and coming out swimming very well as expected in lane 4 is the fastest qualifier, Cornelia Search, and Christina Egersegi, the little Hungarian, staying right with her.
Little Egersegi held her own on that turn. I like that name, Christina. That's my daughter's name, and she's going out there for it. Christina Egersegi, a name to remember.
The East Germans are falling back. Cornelia Search had the lead most of the way, but now Catherine Zimmerman and Cornelia Search are behind Christina Egersegi, 14 years old from Hungary. And she is going to win Olympic gold after earlier in the meet winning Olympic silver behind Kristen Otto in the 100-meter backstroke. An upset of sorts, and a new Olympic star is born. Christina Egersegi, 14 years of age, comes of age at the Olympic Games with an Olympic record time and a gold medal for Hungary.
Football, just like all over the world, belongs to the most well-known and preferred sports in the country. Hungary has won 3 Olympic football titles, finished runners-up in the 1938 and 1954 FIFA World Cups, and third in Euro 1964. Hungary revolutionized the sport in the 1950s, laying the tactical fundamentals of total football and dominating international football with the Aranycsapat, Golden Team, which included Ferenc Puskás, top goal scorer of the 20th century, to whom FIFA dedicated its newest award, the Puskás Award. The side of that era had the second all-time highest football ELO ranking in the world, with 2,166 and one of the longest undefeated runs in football history, remaining unbeaten in 31 games spanning more than 4 years. The Hungarian Grand Prix in Formula 1 has been held at the Hungaroring just outside Budapest since 1986. Chess is also a popular and successful sport in Hungary. The Hungarian players are the 10th most powerful overall on the ranking of World Chess Federation. There are many athletes who contributed to Hungary's greatest sport results and became worldwide famous and acknowledged.
There is number 5, but he's not the centre half. Now a chance for Hidegkuti. It's a goal! Beautiful pass to Mortensen, who's got a clear run to Saul. It must be a goal. Must be a goal. What a bad kick by Merritt. Seabour cutting in the outside left. Back to Puskás. It's a goal! Hidegkuti. "20 minutes play."
The Hungaroring held its first Grand Prix in 1986. Seen as a risky move at the time, it was Formula One's first race behind the Soviet Iron Curtain.
Well, it's very narrow and very twisty. It's a lot of hard work. I think we're going to know we've done a Grand Prix at the end of it, that's for sure.
But with nearly 200,000 fans attending, the event was a success. Nelson Piquet winning after making a famous pass on Ayrton Senna, drifting his Williams around the outside of his compatriot at turn 1.
He was coming, and he nearly went off at the end of the straight. He slid off. I thought he was going to lose, but then he controlled, and so he won.
Ferenc Puskás, born in 1927 and died in 2006, was a Hungarian footballer and manager, widely regarded as one of the greatest players of all time and the sport's first international superstar. A prolific forward, he scored 84 goals in 85 international matches for Hungary, played 4 international matches for Spain and scored 514 goals in 529 matches in the Hungarian and Spanish leagues. He became an Olympic champion in 1952 and led his nation to the final of the 1954 World Cup. He won 3 European Cups, 1959, 1960, 1966, 10 national championships, 5 Hungarian and 5 Spanish Primera División, and 8 top individual scoring honors. In 1995, he was recognized as the greatest top division scorer of the 20th century. Puskás started his career in Hungary, playing for Kispest and Budapest Honvéd. During the 1950s, he was both a prominent member and captain of the Hungarian national team. Known as the Mighty Magyars, in 1958, 2 years after the Hungarian Revolution, he emigrated to Spain, where he played for Real Madrid. In 1993, he returned to Hungary and took temporary charge of the Hungarian national team. In 2002, the Népstadion in Budapest was renamed Puskás Ferenc Stadium in his honor. In October 2009, FIFA announced the introduction of the FIFA Puskás Award, awarded to the player who has scored the most breathtaking goal over the past year. Laszlo Kubala, born in 1927 and died in 2002, was a professional footballer. He played as a forward for Ferencváros, Slovan Bratislava, Barcelona and Espanyol, among other clubs. Regarded as one of the best players in history, Kubala is considered the hero of FC Barcelona. A Hungarian national by birth, he also held Czechoslovak and Spanish citizenship and played for the national teams of all three countries. Kubala was noted for his quick and skillful dribbling, composed and powerful finishing, and accuracy from free kicks. During the 1950s, he was a leading member of the successful Barcelona team, scoring 280 goals in 345 appearances. During the club's 1999 centenary celebrations, a fans poll declared Kubala the best player ever to play for the Spanish club. After retiring as a player, he had two spells as coach of Barcelona and also coaches both Spain's senior national team and Olympic team. Laszlo Papp, born in 1926 and died in 2003, was a Hungarian professional boxer from Budapest. He won gold medals in the 1948 Summer Olympics in London, the 1952 Summer Olympics in Helsinki, and the 1956 Summer Olympics held in Melbourne, Australia. In his final Olympic competition, he became the first boxer in Olympic history to win 3 successive gold medals. He turned professional in 1957 and immediately began rising in the middleweight ranks. However, Hungary was a communist country at the time and professional boxing was not permitted. Papp had to travel to Vienna in Austria for training and for his fights. Papp is one of the few boxers in history to ever retire undefeated in the ring. His fighting record was 27 wins, 2 draws and no losses. 15 of his wins were by knockout. Judith Polgár, born in 1976, is a Hungarian chess player. She is generally acknowledged as the best female chess player of all time. In 1991, Polgár achieved the title Grandmaster at the age of 15, then the youngest in history, breaking the record previously held by former world champion Bobby Fischer. Polgár is the only woman to have won a game against a reigning world #1 player and has defeated 11 current or former world champions in either rapid or classical chess, such as Magnus Carlsen, Anatoly Karpov, Garry Kasparov or Vladimir Kramnik. On the 13th of August 2014, she announced her retirement from competitive chess. In June 2015, Polgár was elected as the new captain and head coach of the Hungarian national men's team.